My name is Troy, and today we're going to be reviewing Tom Fullery. So here we have Tom Fullery in his kind of uh Star Wars kind of based spaceship, and it doesn't look that bad. Um, got these things hanging out, which I don't know which I don't know what that would be, but it's a thing. You can take that off if you want, and I think I will do that. I mean, it just adds on to the character of the robot mode, but you know what? You don't have to have that at all. So here is the new Tom Foley in his, uh, in his, uh, what do I call this? The V Fighter. This is maybe the V Fighter, U Fighter. Kind of U-shaped because, and we'll call it the U Fighter. So here is Tom Fuller in his U-Fighter mode, and he looks good. He looks good. I like him. You can actually kind of see his head in there, but that's okay. You can also kind of see it from the back, but that's not that big of a deal. You got these cannons up here, and you got these cannons on the side. As you can see, I used the ball joints for his arms and stuff like that. I like how the legs transform and they end up going through and out. Makes for a nice thruster, I think. And yeah, you got the shoulders right there, which I couldn't figure out anything good to do with them except for do that. Anyway, it didn't turn out that bad at all. So for comparison, gosh, I don't have any comparisons with me. Um, this guy kind of reminds me of U-Haul, and I'm just shaking everything. So it reminds me of U-Haul. And bringing in U-Haul, fixing him real quick, you can see that they could work together as a space type of crew. So yeah, there you go. I like the design of this. I like the color scheme. Um, the two grays and a black with the uh, translucent red. I like it. I think it looks really good. So let's get down to transformation. Transformation is complicated on this guy. Just say that. So you want to take these, flip them up, put them like that, and he's a robot. Because you got the eyes here. I'm kidding. I already said these are the arms and these are the legs and stuff like that. So you want to bring these out, and I guess you can work on well, nah, forget those right now. Forget those right now. Oh, crap. Never mind, these can't be on here. I'm realizing I'm putting things on when the video comes on, I simply realized I can't have them on there anymore. So there you go. And I like how the arms are on top of the car, and then the rest of the body is right here. So you want to take the rest of the body and just bring it down and then rotate it at this hinge right here. And there you have that. You can see the head, how I designed it there. It's interesting, but it works. So you want to take these bits right here, fold them out. What these bits are for is they just fill out the back. And you want to take the legs and bring them back like that. And you're going to kind of wedge it past this. Now, it would be kind of helpful if you actually take the foot and bring it to the side just a little bit so that way there's enough clearance for that to happen. And then it's a simple case of moving the arm out of the way. You can do that to help your experience transform this guy. And we'll just transform the foot, bring the foot down, And there you have a leg. Second verse, much like the first. Do this, do this, do this. And bring that down, and there you go. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take the head, rotate it around. You can have it two ways. You can have it like this, or you can bring it down like this and have it like that. And I've actually never tried this one before, so I'm going to try it and see how it looks. Basically going to collapse everything down like that. Take the hands and bring them out. Can bend the elbow just a little bit. That, and can adjust the head. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Bring these pieces down to fill out the back. And there you have... Crap, what did I call this guy? Tom Fullery in his robot mode. And this guy is full of stuff. Tom Fullery, it's full of stuff. Okay, I quit. I like how his shoulders are kind of engineered. They're like lower than where they're attached. I mean, that's kind of cool, but you know. I like the head design. I mean, like I said, you can have it in two different ways. You can have it like this, which is originally how I had it, and you might like it like that, but I kind of like this as well. It kind of gives it a drone-esque, but I don't know. It's up to you. You actually want to rotate these up like that. And there you go. Now he's done. And yeah, he just ends up really looking good. He doesn't have much junk on him at all. I mean, most of the junk right here is just these, and they're just filling in space. So, you know what? It turned out really good. I like how these things end up on his forearms and limbs. I mean, basically it's just limbs. So if you wanted to, you can rotate his arms back, bring them forward like that. So you're basically putting him in a very uncomfortable position. And bring the legs forward. And now he can fly around like that. Or he could be a chair. He could easily be a chair, bringing in a minifigure here. Take his arms. And you can actually flip in the hands. Or leave him out, that way he can actually hold weapons. See, I'm coming up with all this coming up with all this tomfoolery right here, so excuse me while I experiment. This is part of my life. I like to experiment. And there you go. You got a rocket chair. Bye, Iron Man. Never see you again. Anyway, there you go. And, you know, it's just a little neat figure. Bring in another minifigure for comparison. You know, he's kind of tall, about 2 minifigures tall. For weapons, I didn't design him any weapons, but you know what, I could. Okay. It's easy to make weapons these days. There you go. He's got this under-barreled cannon. It looks kind of good. I don't know. I quit this job. But anyway. You know what? He's just a fun thing to mess around with. And he's kind of like my the the robot Clank guy. He was just fun to mess around with and stuff like that. It's like this guy's kind of like a desk toy. So when I'm frustrated with like homework and stuff like that, then that's what I'd mess around with him, and then maybe, perhaps, just perhaps, I would get the answer in my head. Another thing you can do, I don't have flames to prove this with, unless I find some real quick. Didn't find any, but what you can do is you can take those small little flames and you can put one of the holes in there, and he can fly away in his non-existent jetpack. But literally, this guy has 100 ways to fly. So yeah. I'll do a separate instruction video, say maybe Thursday. I'll see what I can do to make an instruction video for this guy, because this guy's just fun. And you know what, I can do it now. You guys want a tutorial for once? I'll do a tutorial on this guy for once. I mean, this guy is quite easy to make, so we'll start with the weapon. Weapon is very, very, very crucial. You want this T-joint, you want one of these pieces, and you want one of these pieces. Very, very crucial. Actually, just throwing on parts. See what I can throw on. Ooh, okay. Bam, here's his new weapon. No, I didn't take any pieces from this weapon, see. It's just fine. So, here is the new weapon that is for tomfoolery. So starting with the main torso, it's quite easy. You just need one of these arm pieces, and two of these clips, and one of these hinge pieces. One of these, 1x2 clips with 2 clips. T-joint, and a clip with a stud on it for the head. Once again, you can orient it however you want to. You can even angle it back and have this be the face, but that's stupid. So there you have that. Then you need one of these pieces right here. These pieces are kinda rare, but it's not too bad. You need 2 of these clips, another one of these pieces, and these clips right here. They're optional, but they help fill in the gaps. And you want to take this and just put it on like that, and angle it like so. I believe that's yes, that's correct. Now, for the arms, they're also quite simple. You'll need one of these whole pieces and a cheese slope. Cheese slope is optional, but I like it on there. You need one of these ball joint. You need a mixel joint and one of these pieces. This piece, and this piece. And you got an arm. Do the same thing with the other one. And put the arms simply on here. Give him his weapon. His weapon of choice. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Alright, he's barely holding it, but he's holding it. So, we're good, everyone. We're good. We're good. See? We're good. A. Now, for the legs, they're also quite simple. You need one of these slope pieces. Need a hinge. This thing for the heel spur, and one of these pieces. And you just put it on there like that. Same thing with the other one. And bam, you have Tom Fullery and his new and improved weaponized robot mode. And this looks retarded, so. I'm wondering if I should have those things there. You know what? Hey. We got it. It's holding in there, and he's happy, so he can shoot some. He can shoot some enemies that are against him. And yeah, so there you go. Here is Tom Fullery, and this is Troy signing out.